stage the founder of MicrOrganic Technologies, Carol Shaw Maxwell.
Okay, hello everyone. So we manufacture very high energy efficiency wastewater treatment systems for the food and beverage industry. Before I talk about our technology, though, I want to acknowledge that in our planet right now, there are billions of people that do not have access to safe water and safe sanitation, and there's really one reason why. Drinking water and wastewater treatment systems are very energy intensive, and so it's not equitable around the globe. Now, this is a typical wastewater treatment plant, and what they're doing in that plant is blowing air into the water all of the time. And that sounds, if you're not in the wastewater business, you think, well, why would you do that? But you do it because microbes in that water are actually breaking down the waste, and they need to breathe. And in fact, they breathe the same way that you and I do. But the thing is that if you blow air into water, it doesn't stay there very long. So this is an extremely energy intensive process. And in fact, probably either the first or the second most energy intensive part of a wastewater treatment plant. Now, if you kind of go down below that first picture, this is what happens at the bottom of a tank. Now, normally there would be water in there, but basically there are hundreds to thousands of little aerators in there that are blowing air into that water. Now, aside from the fact of the energy inefficiency, there's also problems with that from a physical standpoint, because these little aerators, they often kind of get broken or stuff like that. And so you'd have to drain millions of gallons out to be able to deal with it and figure out what's going on. So it's kind of a dumb system. But the biggest issue is that wastewater treatment and this one process is extremely energy intensive. For an average plant, aeration uses 50 to 80% of the plant's total energy use. It can run up to 20% of the plant OPEX. And when you look at it in a national level, this one process of aeration uses about 4% of our US electricity. So it's a big problem. Now, this is Viva MFC. It's a modular system that can really be deployed anywhere, and it reduces energy use by 85 to 90%. And that's great, but it also has some other traits that are really important to help your plant be better. And one is that it provides real-time continuous treatment data on what's going on in the system. And it's also generating clean DC power that you can use for backup power. Now, when we were designing Viva and engineering it, we knew that we had to be able to have it work with a new plant, but also be able to retrofit it. And so we've designed it to be modular. It doesn't need to be bolted to the bottom of a tank, which maybe doesn't mean something to everybody here, but it is pretty important. And it's also really available for both industrial and municipal waste strength. I want to talk to you a little bit about Viva's real smart aspects, because all wastewater treatment systems are really pretty dumb. Viva has a number of characteristics. Viva can provide real-time treatment data, and it monitors both the biology, because these microbes are doing a lot of the work. So we know what's going on with the biology, but we also know what's going on with the mechanical aspects of it. And if there's a problem with any part, we would know right down to the specific part where it is. It also, because it's a smart system, if there is a problem, and that's rare, but when it does, you don't have to wait to take chemical tests. Viva will send a notification to the plant operator and let them know right away. It also is very compatible with other kinds of augmented intelligence, and it's a flexible system, so you can really deploy it in a lot of different ways. For the last couple of months, we've been piloting at the Anheuser-Busch plant in Baldwinsville, New York, which is kind of near where we are. This plant treats about 1 million gallons of high-strength beer waste every day. We're not treating all of the plant right now, we're just piloting, but we are working on creating a scenario to put that into that plant, put Viva into that plant. So I know this is kind of a quick overview, but we would love to talk with you if you have a plant and you would like to have a lot more energy efficiency in your system. Thank you.